You trying something new in this season of sitting more on the sofa and watching Netflix, sitting by the fire, whatever it is you're doing to relax? Just putting together a follow-along video on how to do some upper back, neck, shoulder massage, help your partner feel better. You can just put this video on and just copy what I'm doing here. Okay, so you're watching your favorite show and your wife or your husband want a massage. They're sore. You want to be comfortable when you do this because it's going to take some work. People generally don't want to do it because they're like, oh, my hands are going to get sore. But if you set it up properly, you can do it. So as we've done here, I have a bolster, some cushions that can sit in front of you so you're in a comfortable position to sit like this. You're sitting on your sofa, the TV's over here. You can do this while you're watching, not have to think about it too much. So Josie here has some pain in her shoulder and stuff today, so we're going to kind of work on that. But you want to just get an idea, feel around. They'll have some neck tension. It's called palpating. You just want to feel, maybe you'll feel one side or the other feels more tense. They may say, oh, that feels really good there, and that's generally the side is going to feel some more tension. So she is more tight on the left side. So what we do when we do massage, we like to work on what we would call the unaffected side, or the side that feels better first. So the trapezius muscles run from here. You've heard of those, the ones that can cause some headaches, come down across the shoulders, and they come down into the middle of the back here. So that's why it always feels pretty good. These are the most superficial muscles here. Your rhomboid muscles run through here. Rector spinae muscles run along. They're deeper along the spine, so you'll feel those as you run. These are the spinous processes, the bony spots you'll feel here. You want to come beside those like this. Out into the deltoid muscles in the shoulder here. Rotator cuff muscles are some of the ones that come here in the back of the shoulder blade. The shoulder blades are sitting right here. So we can just start palpating around and start working, just doing some nice kneading techniques. You don't have to tire yourself out. You can come into the neck here, just again, feeling through. You're going to feel along the length of the muscles as they come and where they attach along the spine, out here to the shoulder, along the edge of the shoulder blade. And using your hand, nice easy techniques. You've all done this to each other, probably grabbed each other's traps and been like, oh, that feels so good. So you can do some of these kneadings like this. Using your thumbs, you can use your fingertips. You can even do some movie massage, as I like to call it. It's called tapotement. That feels pretty nice. Work along all those muscles. You can just do some support on the head as you want to help the head relax. And then just press into those muscles and working along the length of them as you do this. And do some kneadings like this along the edge. And then you'll sort of work deeper to those muscles, into those deeper muscles along the edge of the shoulder blade. And they'll guide you along as well, like when we did the massage on the dog, she's going to let you know, oh, that feels really good. And we'll relax. And then just work along and along and along. You can do some rubbing like this as well. Just work on that side that's not as sore first. And as I'm going to come over here, I'm going to do the same thing now on the side that's more sore. You know, and you're enjoying and talking about your show as you're doing this, just having a good time. Gripping the whole neck like this, just using a thumb and just pressing in. You don't have to work really hard, just enough that it's going to feel good. She's going to relax. Work on the top part of that muscle, and then you can support one hand with the other. Use one thumb on top of another thumb so you don't have to squeeze so hard with one hand. Working through the length of that muscle. And just go through a few passes at a time as you do that. Maybe this is pretty good. She might get some referral up into her head. And right here I could say, can you tip your head over to the right side as I'm doing this? And just move her head this way and then come back. And this will help release the muscle by itself without you having to do too much work. She can like tip forward, tip back. And all you have to do is just hold that muscle in place and let it relax by it contracting through that pressure. And then release. You can move on. Come back in along the spine. Again, here you could do the same thing. I could ask her to move her head back through those ranges of motion, and she'll let you know if that spot's good, where the tension is, it's helping. And then just continue moving on, again, down through the edge of the shoulder blade. You can help support the body as you're pressing so she's not moving forward. You can just pull back and just gently work along. That edge of the shoulder blade is always a really nice one to work on. These muscles are all getting overworked as you're sitting at your computer all day long, using the mouse all day long. These muscles are going to be supporting the shoulder to move the mouse around. And again, come along the spine. Sometimes I'll reach around so I can put more support. Just come along the spine. And again, just do a number of passings all through there. She's got some shoulder pain today, so right here on the back of the shoulder, here's the shoulder blade, a muscle called the infraspinatus muscle. So you can come in here, and you've heard of trigger points or knots. You may find some of those as you find some knobbly spots that are more painful, and you can just massage those, put some pressure on them, hold them for a bit of time, wait till they relax, just press into them. That's a good one right there. And that'll increase the pain for a bit. As you hold pressure on it, it should start to alleviate it a little bit. And as that happens, you can then move on to the next spot. This one's probably pretty good here. And just work again. So these fibers of this muscle are kind of running like this. Work along the whole shoulder blade, again, finding the spots that are more sore. Using pressure. You can kind of feel like the same thing when you grab yourself and you just knead your own muscle. It's kind of the same kind of technique. And again, we can get out here into her deltoid muscle, into the tricep muscle. This all feels pretty nice and relaxing as you're just feeling tension in your upper back and your neck. Again, come back up. So you've gone through all of these. Come back to the upper traps again. You can reach over here just to the top of the collarbone on the top of the chest. Just use your fingertips and just massage along just underneath the collarbone. The chest muscles have been sitting contracted like this all day long. They're shortened. They're going to cause the upper back to be tense because the chest muscles are pulling your shoulders forward. So you can just massage along the collarbones. And one thing you can do here is grip your thumbs into the back, grab the front of the shoulder, and then extend the shoulders back, opening up the chest, taking the pressure off these back muscles. That's nice. And then work up into the neck. Again, I like to grip, and you can just work up. Take my fingers as I'm supporting the rest of my hand up into the neck. And again, so these spinous processes run all the way up to the skull. And you just want to come to the side into that depression where more of the meat of the neck muscles are in between the bones. You'll have the spinous process here, transverse process, which you see a spine, it kind of looks like a T, so there's bones here, and on the side here where attachments are, and the muscles run in between here. So you can just support, and you can just knead along in those nice meaty spots in between, coming down into gripping again the traps. Just knead and knead and knead, and you can take your thumbs up here right into the base of the skull, so gripping on the temples, taking your thumbs, and then just going into the base of the skull, the back of where it curves underneath. There's some muscles that are deep up in there that are going to be strained from sitting at that computer all day long. Those can cause headaches. So just, as you see, I got my forearms resting on her shoulders. I can do a bit of traction on her head as I'm holding her skull. and then using my thumbs just to press into that area at the back of her head. And it doesn't have to be a lot of pressure. You don't have to try to push through, just enough pressure that it's maybe slightly uncomfortable or trigger some of the discomfort that they're feeling, and then you'll know you're in the right spot. And then just work on them. I'm just going in and I'm working my way across like this with my thumb, across the base of the skull. Do some of those and then come back into the neck, the fingers, working on those traps again. You can just do a nice squeeze. Come out to the deltoids and work your way down the arm. It's very nice feeling, actually. Just squeezing, you're just going to squeeze and just work your way down the arm. And then when I'm done, I just like to just do some clearing out sort of energy. It feels nice just to rub through all of these areas. This, and then you can just take the head a little bit and lift up. She gets a bit taller, let it go, lift up. So I'm just gripping my thumb under the back of the head, just supporting the head here, and then just lifting straight up. Give you a bit of traction on the neck. A number of those, and nice easy way to do a easy 15-20 minute massage.
Excellent.
Enjoy. So let me know in the comments how this has helped you, what you like the most, what you found most helpful. And please subscribe and share this with others so you can help me help other people and we can all function and feel better together.